Well, good day, Gothamites. Today we're doing a Q&A. Well, again, good day, Gothamites. We missed this past Wednesday's Q&A, so I thought I'd take an opportunity to do about 10 Q&As that people submitted via Twitter and email recently. I'm going to be starting a marathon of overtime. Starting this coming Monday, I'll be working for 3 weeks straight without any days off, and starting the Friday of that Monday, so Friday of next week, or this coming Friday, I'll be doing 2 solid weeks of 12-hour days, including 8-hour days on my days off. So I thought I'd just take a quick opportunity to do a few quick Q&As. So here we go. First one was submitted by a Mo Castle Queen. Mo Castle Queen. What's up, Mo? How do I cope with my neighbor's perfect life? Well, Mo, I don't think your neighbor does have a perfect life. There's always going to be someone who has more than you and someone who has less than you in life, whether it be food or possessions, family, friends, things of that nature. It's just the way it is. It's how you feel about yourself at this time, at this place in your life, as compared to what you see others, how others are behaving. People in their own homes may behave and act differently than what they do out in public. You don't always know, or at least I think you don't always know, or how can anyone really know how your neighbors behave 24/7, when they're at the office, work, whether they're in their cars privately, the things they say, the things they do, when they're at home, the private conversations, how they behave, how people treat one another. A lot of times people's private behavior is a lot different than their public behavior. So definitely don't judge yourself too harshly. I think there's no perfect neighbor out there, and I think you're probably a great person the way you are. Question number 2, submitted by a Feetwa, F-E-E-T-Y, Feetwa. Do all choices have consequences? Well, I'd say most choices have consequences, but it depends upon the situation and the things that you're doing. What are the choices that you have? For example, if they're basic choices and you're making choices, common sense choices, and you might have a couple of different common sense choices, then those choices won't be so dramatic or won't have so many consequences. However, even the simplest choices can have consequences. Let's just take food, for example. If you're going to go out and buy yourself, let's just say, a breakfast. Am I going to go and get a McDonald's breakfast, not a sponsor, or am I going to go and get 12 donuts and eat all those 12 donuts, a dozen donuts? Well, most likely if you eat those dozen donuts, you're going to get sick, feel horrible, you're going to feel bloated, heavy, not be happy about yourself. That has consequence. Whereas if you just ate more sensibly, you'd feel better about yourself. So most choices do have consequences, but it depends on how you approach those choices. There may be more common sense choices available to you, as opposed to a not so common choice, a not so common sense choice, or something that is not based in reality, facts, or something that is good for you, or maybe good for others, as opposed to this other choice. So I would say not all choices have consequences, but some do. Number 3. This is submitted by a Boy Danny. Boy Danny. Well, can my mom evict me even if I pay a utility bill? Well, boy, the answer is yes. I don't know where you live, but the eviction laws are different in every state. In Illinois, we have what's called Forcible Entry and Detainer Act. Forcible Entry and Detainer Act in Illinois. And it's a long list of laws. But basically, just because it's your mom and she says she wants you to leave, if you don't respect her and leave, that verbal contract for you to be living there, whether it's a stated contract or not, is she can literally go to the court and in 30 days evict you no matter what. She can seek an attorney. She can give you notice. She can give you that 30 days required by law and then seek an eviction even if you're family. So it doesn't matter whether you pay a utility bill. If that utility bill doesn't cover some sort of agreed cost of living there, she can still evict you. And I'm sorry you're not getting along with your mom. You know, I need to try and mend that fence. Number 4. This is by a Jules. Number 4. Jules asks, my sister borrowed my computer without asking me and cracked the monitor. Should I punish her? Well, Jules, I don't know how old your sister is, and I don't know how old you are. It sounds from the sentence that she's a younger person than you. You definitely should have the feeling that your things are your things and her things are her things. But it's just going to be human nature that a younger sibling is just going to want to be like the older sibling, do the same things, is going to want to try and emulate the older sibling. So it's no surprising that your sister swiped your computer and was trying to use it. It's kind of like a compliment. Take it like a compliment. It doesn't feel like it. And try and approach the situation with patience. It's your family member, so I don't think you want to punish her. And quite frankly, I don't know what the definition or your definition of punish would be, but definitely try kindness first. Maybe you sit down and talk with your sister before you start the hair pulling or something else that may be worse and damage that relationship. So number 5 by Salona. Number 5 by Salona. Chelona. Salona asks, do you like Starbucks? No, I don't. If I'm forced to, if I'm out and about, I'm with others that want Starbucks, I'll drink it. I find personally, for my taste, Starbucks is a little bit too bitter. I find it a very strong. They make it super strong. Some people like it, but I personally don't favor Starbucks. Number 6, Apple Heart. Apple Heart asks, Burger King and McDonald's. These days, because I have kids, I have a 14-year-old and 11-year-old, it's basically whatever they want. They love the Burger King hamburgers. I don't love the high prices of Burger King. Sometimes they're fine with McDonald's. I'm fine with whatever. I personally like McDonald's fries better. McDonald's generally has better prices, but I'm really fine with either. Number 7, Kahimi asks, what are your favorite personality traits? Your favorite personality traits? Well, Kimmy, it depends. If you're talking about friends or a possible mate, someone to date, someone who you're about to marry or get engaged to. I like someone who can enjoy comedy, all different kinds of comedy. I like someone who can joke, knows when to take a joke. I like someone who can be spontaneous when the need is there. Someone who likes to laugh. Also who can be serious when needed to. I'm a person who, I'm not real big on horror movies. Other personality traits. Generally a sweet person. I generally look for sweetness, honesty, like earnestly you can look into their eyes and know that they're being sincere? But that's a difficult question. There's so many different traits. I think when people look at another person, when they're looking to date someone else, when they're attracted to someone else, I think there's a lot of intangible things. And then when you get to know that person, it's how you were brought up and the things that you like, which then starts to filter in, am I going to continue dating this person or even marry this person? Do we have enough shared traits? And do we have enough non-shared traits that we can learn to grow together or even learn to love those other traits in another person? So, sorry it's a little wordy. Number 8 was by a Dan, D-A-N-N-N-N. That's a lot of N's, Dan. D-A-N-N-N-N. Dan asks, how long did it take before you asked your wife to marry you? We had our first son, Logan, and we didn't get married till about 3 years afterwards. We stayed together. We were together the entire time, but I think both of us were of the mindset that we wanted to, at least at that point in time in life, even though we were living together and starting a life together, whether we knew it or not, that we wanted to take our time and think about getting married as opposed to just rushing in to a relationship. So thanks, Dan, for the question. Number 9 is by a Gemna, G-E-J-E-M-N-A, Gemna. Do you like sushi? No, I do not. The wife likes sushi. My son Logan likes sushi. But I think me and my son Lucas, who's 11 years old, are kind of the same. We don't really enjoy sushi. So, sorry, to each their own. Last question, number 10, is by Lori Yee. Lori Yee. Number 10, do you have any hobbies? Well, Lori, I don't really have any hobbies anymore. Every once in a while, I like to try to attempt to paint. It's every once in a while. I've painted a lot of ceramic things for like Christmas decorations, things like that. The hobbies that I have time for in between work and raising the kids is really doing the YouTube videos and reaching out to people and talking to them, the Twitter, the Tumblr. I've started periscoping, doing live videos, so having fun with that. But that's all the time we have today for Q&A. Possibly we'll do another one in about a week, maybe 2 weeks from now. And I appreciate everyone's comments and questions. Please hit the thumbs up, like, and subscribe. And thank you for watching our Q&A video. Have a good day, Gothamites.